I'm going to do like a few examples, right? So we're looking at rotation, and for every rotation, there's going to be a center of the rotation. All the rotations that we're looking at now, the center is the origin, which is where the x and the y axis meet. So we're going to be rotating around here. Now, we got to pay attention to details. First, we're rotating 180 degrees, right? Now, what we're going to do here is that we're going to write down the coordinates of the pre-image first, and then you apply the little rule that we have there. And then we see what happened when we sort it out. So let's write down the coordinate for J. The coordinate for J, as you can see here, is, and remember you read your x values followed by the y values. So -5 meets -3 right here. So J is -5 with -3. That's J right here. Then we're going to write down the coordinate for H, which is -3, -5. Also, Q is right here, so it is a 0, because it's on the y-axis, so it's 0 meets -1. So Q is where 0 meets -1. Now, we are rotating this 180 degrees, and if you look here, it's telling us that 180 degrees, all we're going to do is we're not going to flip the coordinates. We're going to keep them, but change the sign. Look, xy is now -x, -y. All right? So basically, what we're going to do here is that for J prime, we're going to keep the coordinates as is, but we're going to change the signs that are on them. So J prime will be +5, +3. So -5, -3 becomes +5, +3. That's the image from J. H prime becomes +3, +5. So a negative becomes a positive. 0, so we're at Q prime, which is 0, 1. But remember, 0 is neither positive nor negative. So it is still 0, but this -1 becomes +1. We're going to now plot these coordinates, and then we'll see what's going on. Right? We're going to plot them. Let's now plot the points. Come on, let's plot the points. We're going to plot 5, 3, and that's J prime. 5 with 3 is right here. So that's my J prime right here. Then H prime, 3 with 5. 3 with 5 is right here. That's my H prime. Lastly, 0 with 1. 0, 1. 0, 1 is right here, and that is Q prime. What we're going to do now is to just reshape our triangle. Take a look. So when you reshape it, you realize that it rotated around this. This is the center. It rotates around it, right? It rotates around it, like that. Rotate around the center. Everything goes around the center, all the way over. Or you could have gone the other way, all right? All right, so what we want to do is just to check to make sure that we have it.
Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead with the question.
My question.
You got it.
I look at the key to find the points, right? Because you had switched it.
You switch the signs.
You switched signs.
That's only, yeah. Take a look. -5, -3, +5, +3. The sign switch. So whenever you just switch the signs, you're actually rotating 180 degrees. All right? We're good with that? Kelly? We have it. All right. Rose, you got it? All right. All right, so that's the first one. We're going to look on another one. Okay? We're going to look at another one. We're going to look at number 2 after. All right, let's take a look at number 2 to see what number 2 has. Let's bring it across.
We start with 4 point Marshall Johnson.
All right, so for number 2 here, what we're doing is we are rotating this one counterclockwise, right? So we're going 90 degrees counterclockwise. So we are expecting this to show up on this side.
To the left.
Because it's going to the opposite side of the thing. So we're going against the hand of a clock, this way. Same procedure, we're going to write down the coordinates of, right, our pre-image first, and then we apply what happens there, all right? So, all right, let me put it right here. All right, so we have B. B is 4, 5. Thank you very much. So B is 4, 5. What else? S.
2, 2.
We have 2 meets 2.
What?
L. L is, no, 5, 5, 0. Thank you. Now, when you rotate counterclockwise, right? 90. Take a look. You switch them and you change the one that comes in the front. See, X, Y is going to switch to YX. But the one that comes at the front will change.
So just watch the sign.
That's it. The one that comes at the front. That's what I want to say. The one that comes at the front. All right? So what you're going to do here, we have B prime now, right? So you're going to be switching this. The one that goes at the front will change whatever sign. Positive become -5. The 4 still remain. Right? This one, S prime. Well, we have the same number, so the one at the front will be negative and this will be positive, right? Because remember when you switch, L prime. This is 0, 0 can't change, 5. So 5, 0 becomes 0, 5. Remember we're changing the one at the front, not the one at the back, the one at the front. 0 is neither positive nor negative, so it's fine. You flip the coordinates and change the one that lands at the front.
Yeah.
Just the one that comes to the front.
I got it, Mr. Edwards.
Thank you.
Nice day. Bye, guys. Bye,
All right. Now let's plot these points and see what we got, okay? So we're going to plot these points. -5, 4. -5, 4 is all the way up here. And that is what? B prime. Then -2, 2. -2, 2 is where? Right here. And that's what? S prime. Lastly, 0, 5. Remember 0, 5. So 0, 5 is right here, and that is L prime. All you gotta do is to just reshape the thing. And you can see for yourself that it really went that way. See that? So take note, this is very important. That's why I'm saying write it. When you write it down, you're good. So everybody could see that it really went like that. Counterclockwise. Now, at the same time, so this is not, so we're done. But I'm just going to show you something. If I'm seeing that my pre-image and my image, and if I know the center, in this case we were told that the center is 0, 0, then you can see the angle that it rotated through if you want. So let's take a look at the angle that it rotates through. The angle. If you connect any two corresponding points to the center of rotation, then you will see the angle. For example, if I connect S to the center of rotation, and connect S prime, which is the corresponding idea, then you will notice that it really rotates that 90 degree. So if you connect any two corresponding points to the center, you're able to see the angle that it rotates through. They told us it's 90. This is a 90 degree turn, right? So we're able to see it if we want, the clockwise. So let's look for the third one. I think it went the other direction. All right, so let us go to number 3. All right, right here. All right.
Big nigga 5-1.
Oh, you ready? You ready? You ready?
Nigga 5-1.
Now you're gonna do the others by yourself. So I'm doing the last one, and then I'm gonna leave you to do the other 3. So let's write down the coordinate for B. B. What is B?
Nigga 5-1.
Negative 5, 1. Very good.
M.
F is what?
Negative 1, 3.
Negative 1, 3. Where is that? Negative 1, 3. Excellent. Where?
M.
You gotta go in one. Let's go in one direction. H. Let's go H.
Negative 1, negative 2.
Negative 1, negative 2.
You got M.
And then M is
Negative 4.
I missed that. What's that second one? What's the second coordinate?
excellent.
What's the second coordinate?
Hold on. I'm gonna get it your
I'm
way.
talking about what little that is.
See?
M.
Oh, that L. That L.
This is F. F. Right here. F.
Okay.
All right. So here it is that we have the pre-image coordinate right there. Remember now we're rotating 90 degrees, but clockwise this time. So we're going like the hand of a clock, this way. So we expect that this will be turning like this, like it's gonna turn right here. Now this is our center of rotation right here. It's going around this, right here. So now remember this is giving us the clue. For every 90 degrees you're gonna flip the points, flip the coordinates. And then you change the one that lands at the back this time. So you see it's different. For the other direction, or you change the one that comes to the front. But for this direction, you change the one that goes at the back. That's all. So you're watching the one that goes at the back, you're changing that one only. Just the one that goes at the back. What that means is that B prime is going to be positive 1.
Negative 5.
And then, no, you're changing the one that goes at the back. So positive 1, positive 5. You're only changing the one that goes at the back. Then for F prime, you're going to have 3 at the front and then positive 1 at the back because you're changing the one that goes at the back. H prime, negative 2 comes to the front, that's fine. But the negative 1, you're going to become positive 1 at the back. M prime, negative 2 is okay at the front. The one that goes at the back changes. So this will be positive 4. So with the 90 clockwise, when you flip the points, or not the points, when you flip the values, right, the coordinates, change the one that lands at the back. The one that lands at the back, just change it. And you get the other direction. So that is why we're saying you have to memorize the difference between the two to know when you're going that way from when you're going that way. All right, what we're going to do now is just to, let's plot our points to see what we have. B prime is 1, 5, 1, 5, all the way up here. This is my B prime. My F prime is 3, 1. 3, 1 is right here. And that is actually F prime, and put the F prime right here. Then H prime is negative 2, 1. Negative 2, 1, negative 2, 1 is somewhere here, and that is H prime right here. And lastly, M prime, negative 2, but 4. Negative 2, 4 is somewhere up here, and that's our M prime. And then all we're going to do is just to reconnect the shape and we're good. So we reconnected this to that, to that, to that. And you would see the turning. You could look, this, turn that way, this, turn that way. We're getting the turn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's it right there.